And gentlemen of the internet, my name is Mark, and welcome to another episode of Finding the Next Big Roguelike. That's right, we're back with episode 11. We're going to be taking a look at a game called Riftstrider. And I don't actually have much information about this game. This was sent to us a few months ago. This game has still not been released, and all that I can say is that it looked like kind of a Candy Crush roguelike. Now, I've said it many times before, and I'll say it again. I like games that try to do something fairly unique. Now, it was only a matter of time before this kind of gameplay mechanic would come up. Maybe there already is a like Candy Crush kind of roguelike, but I haven't found one, or I haven't like crossed one that comes to mind. So that's what I visually saw from the little bit that I've seen. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but that's what we're going to be looking at, taking a look at. Now, I've also been pretty vocal about the fact that I'm a little bit on the fence about showcasing turn-based roguelikes on this channel that much because of the fact that it can be a little it's a little harder to follow than just seeing some cool flashy action stuff for games that we're not planning on playing on multiple successive streams. But I've got a feeling like, well, first of all, I did release a I released a video that took a long time for me to do about deck building games, so I'm a bit more comfortable doing turn-based games now. And also, I think this one looked visually quite pleasing. So I'm definitely curious and intrigued to take a look at it. Of course, before anything, we do have to pay tribute to our Lord and Savior Cookie Gods. So here you go. Thank you, dearest cookies. And so I hope everybody's doing well today. I just got back from a short tour for a gig, and I am very tired. Luckily enough, somehow the flight that I was on and like the airline that I was part of was not affected by the hilariously crazy crash that happened, for those of you who might not have been aware or have heard about the crazy Microsoft crash that happened this weekend. So I was still able to do my gig, and I was able to come back here. And I wanted to like celebrate my, I don't know, the fact that I've been just working so hard recently, and then like having finally some spare time, that I got myself a big boba drink, because I figured that, you know what, I deserve it. And that boba drink was full of sugar, and I'm very disappointed. But I still spent money on it, so I drank it all. And I'm very sad that I did, because now my stomach is feeling weird. So, you know, I think it's time to play some Candy Crush roguelike, is what I'll say. Now, this does not look like Candy Crush from the looks of it. When I say Candy Crush, I'm talking more about what I expect to be more the mechanics than anything else. Looks like the theme is a bit more spacey. But your guess is as good as mine, because once again, I do tend to get into these games on this particular series quite blind. So we shall take a look together. What do I rank Spelunky to? Oof. Okay, this is like, I think I have around 170 plus roguelikes on my library. A lot of them I've played. I think the average hours I've played for most of those are in the 5 to 10 hours, which is a lot. Maybe not, maybe less, maybe like 5, all things considered. Some I've played hundreds and hundreds of hours. I am not a huge fan of Spelunky in general. I will say, Spelunky is not my kind of gameplay. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of roguelike genre. So not the best question for me, although I do respect Spelunky 2. I have not played enough of it for me to give a feasible, good rating. I think I did rate it in one of my tier lists very quickly, though, because I did say once again that I didn't play it too much and that I'm not a huge fan of the first one. That's just because of my own kind of like the way I like roguelikes. Yeah. But I think it's really, really well done. I do love the VFX. I think the VFX on the second one are phenomenal. It looks great, and I love the exploration part of it. I think that there's a really, really great inspiration. I mean, I think it's kind of like the core of it is the adventure side of it, you know. But yeah, not for me. I should probably add roguelike mode for moms who finished the game. How many levels are in Candy Crush? Like, to my understanding, it's like absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, they just add more levels. Yeah, I feel like Candy Crush just never ends. It's one of those things, huh? So yeah, okay. As you may have noticed, this is a demo. That's what's been sent to us. But again, I am happy to check out demos. I think it makes it interesting to then potentially compare it to the full game when it comes out. If I find the game interesting enough to come back to. Yeah, let's take a look. The settings are very minimalistic, which is fine. We got a Discord. We can quit the game, but I think we should probably just play it instead. I'm gonna do this harder. I beat Flunking HD, but I'm trying to get to the end of 2. Yeah, again, I've played hundreds of roguelikes. That's one of them. That's one of the most well-known ones that I don't have too much to say about. I don't want to like say anything much because I don't have like a really solid opinion of it. Thanks for playing in an early demo, which certainly has bugs. Good to know. That's fine. We're not here to evaluate games by whether they have bugs or stuff like that. A major anomaly has been detected. Try to path through rifts in space-time to confront it. You got it, game. So yeah, this is definitely early in the game's life cycle, as you can see. This seems to have a Slay the Spire progression, map progression, but instead of being up, down, bottom up, it's left to right. Sure. The camera is quite zoomed in for the map. Doesn't seem to be an option to zoom out, but that's all right. Seems like we just have to start here. Let's see if we have some sort of a straight up tutorial. Wonderful. All right, you wield the power of 2 elements through your orbs, fire and metal. Interesting. Connect fire orbs to build attack power. Connect metal orbs to build defense. Link up obstacle orbs to clear your path. Link obstacle orb to clear my path. Got it. Build up your collection of orbs to play more complex moves. You can make 2 moves per turn, but this could always change. Of course. Cool. So again, yeah, it seems to have the very basic premise of, yeah, the kind of, I think it is kind of Candy Crush, right? But yeah, I like the fact that we immediately have ways to build defense and to deal damage. So this is our little fellow who's going to attack us. I love his idle animation. He looks adorable. I'm going to call you Blurg. Your name is Blurg. And this is our little fellow. So, deal 1 damage for each connecting fire orbs. I wonder if there are particular, like, well, I'm sure we'll grab powers and relics that will make things do certain things if we connect more than just. I wonder if you get like bonuses currently without anything for collecting many in a row. We shall see. All right, so let's clear some path. Cool. There's a little animation for when he does that. That's cool. So this little blob is going to attack us now. I wonder if defense stays between turns. We shall see. Actually, we won't see because I'm blocking exactly 6 here, so. Cool, okay, great. All right, and now he's going to be defending. So let's try to be offensive here. Let's try to do a large connect here. Okay, I can't grab all of these, but that's all right. It's quite satisfying. Oh my gosh, there's so much animation. Okay, so I have to deal 12 damage here. Let's just try to link a... Oh, shoot. Oh, I did not want to do that. How do I cancel an attack? I'm trying to figure out how to... Because I didn't want to do that. Well... Is there a way for me to cancel? Okay, I think if I just move out of the way. Okay, I'll figure it out later. So I'm gonna assume that block does not stay between rounds. Otherwise, that seems like it would be pretty powerful. Let's do this. That should let me do a crazy attack. So let's see. I'm assuming my block is gonna be gone. Cool. Yeah, block is gone between turns. That makes sense. Great. Let's do a mega attack for the funsies. It's a long animation between the turns currently, but all right. What's the best way I can do this? So, I'm gonna have to skip 2 of those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip 2 of those. That's all good. Boom! Huzzah! And oh, oops! I thought I'm mistaken. All right, cool. And that's our first. Just so much. I love the animation put into the characters. Cool, we got our little loot box. Interesting looking chest. Ooh, we got an orb. Orb, interesting. Also found 5 orb shards. Powered by fire orbs, create a shield providing 1 defense. Okay, so that means we can connect fire stuff and still get some defense. Connect to fire orbs to activate. Multiplies the total damage by 2. Multiplies? Double damage if I connect that with fire orbs? It seems pretty powerful. Interesting. Cool. So that's our deck. 12 fire orbs, 12 metal orbs, and 1 twin flame orb. Now I wonder how many of the like nothing orbs there are, right? I wonder how if we fill up more stuff, is it gonna just replace the nothing orbs, or are all those nothing orbs always gonna be there around? I wonder. More than 3,000? My gosh. Oh yeah, I need to take a look at the Risk of Rain. I might do an actual Rogathon on the Risk of Rain 2 stuff because I haven't played that in a while. Oh my gosh, 10. That's insane. Looks immediately like it's not for me. Well, that's turn to. Ah, that's fair. Yeah, it would be nice to have that. Okay. I've played a fair amount of Storm Rift and random events. We got some events already. That's pretty cool, actually. Let's try to do some unique stuff here. So let's go. I guess we'll go down here to the unique events. Let me see if there's anything after that. And then we've got the elite. Can go up here. Can go here. Can go up here. That seems like a fine path. I'm missing a lot of chests though. Is that annoying? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I wonder how extensive the gameplay will get here. We'll see. Obstacle orbs. Yeah. What does he do? The enemy is preparing to unleash a move that will radically alter the battle on its next turn. Sure, got it. Yeah, I wonder if you get specific bonuses for connecting a bunch of stuff in a row or not. I'll try to do this. Ooh, that's unfortunate. What is that? Frozen. This orb is frozen in place for 2 turns. That means I can't interact with it? So it's fine. I wonder what that means, actually. I'm not sure. Let's just clear some space. I think clearing space seems... Oh! I see. There's no point in clearing space because I only have a certain amount of fire orbs. That's cool. It does it twice. Interesting. Right. So what is... Okay, I can't do that. Got it. Interesting. I'm not very into games like these. Same with card games. Too much RNG dependent during fights for my taste. Depends on the game. I think Slay the Spire is like the... Honestly, I know it's kind of like the cliche, but I really do think Slay the Spire is an absolute masterpiece in terms of that kind of gameplay and mechanics. But I can understand that, yeah, sometimes the RNG can be a little annoying for some of these things. Yeah, no diagonal. I understand that no diagonals. Now, what I do find interesting, very differently than in a game like Candy Crush, is there's no, like, I was thinking, oh, well, if I get rid of this, I can try to get more. No. Whatever you have on board, you have to use it, because I don't have more metal orbs or more fire orbs. So actually, let me count this. This is going to be, I know this might be a little. I have 1 more fire orb somewhere. This is a grid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, I'm wondering if we're gonna not have obstacle orbs later on. That would feel pretty powerful. But I don't know. Let's just create some space for some fire stuff then. There we go. And now we can just do this. I mean, the enemy's blocking really does not matter. Blocking just prolongs it. It doesn't actually result in anything, but thanks for trying, little dude. It's a bit awkward here. I guess I can just take it like one at a time. Yeah, actually, that was pretty poorly done. Yeah, that was stupid. 11 damage. Jeez. Can I kill him? No, I probably can't. Huh. I kind of wish there was like immediately a way to get bonuses. Okay, that's actually to get bonuses for getting longer streaks. Because currently it doesn't really, there isn't really a reason to do more than, like, other than the fact that you're limited by the amount of times you can do it. But man, this is so awkward. By the way, look at this. Look, this is terrible. What is this? That is miserable. What have I gotten myself into here? This is interesting. Oh, he only has 6. Okay. I'm definitely gonna... I'm gonna give it a few more fights before I talk about some stuff here. Oh! Alright, healing 3 HP. Usable once per battle. No, thank you. Connect to metal orbs to activate. Multiplies the total defense by 2. Okay, sure. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna go down to the events. I'm very curious about the event stuff. What is up, Kenny Wicker? Oh, we got the double fight. Look at some arrows here. So I think it mean... How much... Huh. Don't know what the arrows are, but... We're taking 9. We'll try to figure out if we can block 9 here. We'll see. Let's start getting rid of some of these useless things to get them closer to everything else. I don't like taking 9, though. Taking 9 does not sound like a great thing here. This reminds me a little... Do I even care? Yeah, I probably do care. This reminds me already of Legend of Bumbo in certain aspects. What is he doing? Thinks tougher for you in the next turn. Got it. So, I think I can get rid of this. Oh, I'm stupid. I am so stupid. I am stupid. That was dumb. I regret everything. That's still worth doing that. Misfortune. Increase the chance of drawing obstacles. Yes, so it is considered drawing. Interesting. Ooh, we're taking a lot of damage here. Whoa, we are taking a lot of damage. Okay. Wow. I didn't really play this very well, to be honest, but didn't expect it to take that much damage here. Can I get my double? Wait. I'm trying to figure out if I can find a way to get double. No, this double guy is such in a weird spot. All right. It's gonna suck, but here we go. Yeah. To doubling defense, I completely agree. Yes, tweak seems to be in order. Oh, again, let's see, because something I've realized playing a lot of roguelikes is yeah, balance is hard. The balance is probably one of the toughest things to get early on, but there can always be certain abilities that might look underwhelming, but actually, what if there's a bunch of synergies for healing, right? What if, like, every time you heal, something crazy happens? Every time you use a healing orb, something happens, you know? So, we'll see. Yeah, being able to destroy one is very interesting for sure. Play a lot of roguelikes. Do you like Backpack Hero? I think Backpack Hero is quite decent in many different ways. I actually made a pretty extensive video where I talk about Backpack Hero negatively, but also make sure to explain that I actually do like the game. I think Backpack Hero, design-wise, is really, really great. I actually had some issues with the fact that I felt like it was quite RNG dependent, but also very synergetic I mean, I made an entire chapter on that on one of my videos. But basically, I said that a lot of the items you would find were so specific to particular builds that they were kind of useless in any other situation. Like, if you would find a bunch of arrows, but you need a bow. You would find a bunch of structures, but you need other structures. In a game like this, for instance, this will always be useful, whether you do a defense build or not. Or like bomb modifiers in Isaac is always going to be useful, even if you don't do a bomb build. I thought the Backpack Hero had a little too many specific constraints, but I did, but I do love the design of it. I think they did a phenomenal job with a lot of the. Oh, I really thought that would kill it. I'm a little disappointed. I think the mechanics are genius. They're really, really unique, very interesting, really cool stuff for sure. I'm trying to use this double thing, but I actually don't need to. I just need to kill this guy. So I'm still kind of curious how the obstacle stuff works, right? So we currently have some fire orbs and some metal orbs in our deck. 12 here, right? Now, we are more likely to draw obstacles. Now, if I get rid of all this, that's like, that's a 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, right? We only drew 4 of those. Okay, but we were debuffed, so I'm kind of curious how much all this connects. I could see some cool combos, definitely. Like, this does feel pretty good here. And now that I'm not debuffed, so now I know that all my orbs are on the board. You know what? Since he is just gonna do nothing, I'm just gonna try to create a big chain reaction here. That's going to be all this. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So is there any point of me keeping some orbs? Do I go all in for them to be recycled in? I don't know yet what the right strategies are in that regard. We'll see. I think I can kill him here. 5. No, I cannot. Fortunate. We have 9 orbs in our deck. Okay. Dealing 6 damage to me. Okay, there we go. We should be good next turn here. Alright, there we go. Do this, and voila. Interesting. There's definitely a lot. There's already a lot that I can think of talking about for sure. How do you feel about roguelikes that which obscure item effects for you? 1 second. Power on metal ores boost defense gains by 2 times. Last 2 turns? What? Fire orbs. Clear all obstacle rocks. Usable once per. Wait, I'm so confused. This just doubles my doubles my armor gained for 2 turns. That seems really powerful, but also I kind of want to do some offensive stuff. Defense is kind of boring. I think the whole conversation with like obscuring items is a very interesting one. I find it to be really interesting. I actually think Isaac. I could talk about Isaac for hours, but I do think that the item hiding all the items is a pro and a con. I think it's mostly a con, in my opinion, and I think that it's cool. It's nice to push players to discover things themselves, you know, kind of like the old-fashioned way of playing video games. But I do think there's a limit, right? When you're an experienced player and you know what you're expecting, and like you understand the mechanics, and you don't thrive for discovery anymore. You thrive for just winning runs after you've discovered a lot of stuff already, and you find items that are honestly impossible to understand unless you look it up. I actually think the mod for the Isaac mod, well, the item description mod that everybody on Steam uses, is honestly great. But I would recommend using it once you've already made enough discovery in the game to not just get all the information instantly. And I think there could have been a better way of dealing with that. I feel like a lot of the Like if there was a system where the first time you grab the item, it's unknown, or you have to do particular like you have to do particular how you call them, like I forgot how you call them in English, but like certain objectives in the game in order to unlock information. The Void Rains Upon Her Heart, very unique roguelike. A lot of the meta progression is unlocking information, which is really unique and really interesting. And I think that's a really cool system. But I think it's a bit of a complicated conversation for sure. For video watchers, oh yeah, because you're always going to see like, turn-based is always stressful for this kind of stuff because you guys always see like, oh, I want to do this, and you just see me do something completely different, and you're like, oh, whoops. Yeah, I wonder if the 2 defense for sure, but one thing I'm realizing already very quickly is this game is slow, and I feel like you're easily going to get into loops of just not taking damage and not dealing damage for a long time, which was one of my big issues with The Legend of Bumbo, which was a turn-based, an interesting turn-based roguelike similar to this. And Legend of Bumbo, if you got a bunch of defensive stuff, you would not be able to get killed, but fights would last forever. So I'm gonna go towards more the offensive side for a game like this, just to make sure that I don't get stuck playing a fight for a long time. Let's take a look at the random events, though. Oh my god, the art style is completely different. The Ord Grinder. You stumble upon a shadowy figure. He's operating an eerie machine, its gears grinding with a sound that seems to wrap reality itself. Sacrifice one to empower the other. Pick an orb sacrifice. The one not picked will be duplicated. Oh. I can just get rid of a fire orb and get another twin flame. Go to fire orbs. Funny enough, this doesn't deal damage, right? So, if I connect like 3 fire orbs and 2 twin flames, then my understanding is that is going to deal 9 damage. Which is good. So I'm definitely going to sacrifice a fire orb. Alright, I'm reading this correctly? Yeah, fire orb. Okay, so I should have 2 of those and less fire orbs. Interesting. Let's do... First place. Choose between healing or generating an orb. Cool. Music is interesting for sure. Let's do more events. Oh wait, no, we're here. I see. Let's still do more events. I mean, we do have a... no, you know what? Let's... no, I'm gonna do more events. More events for fun. The casino at the end of the universe. The art style. I hope it's not AI generated. You wink into existence seated at a high stakes interstellar casino table. The game looks a bit like roulette. The dealer looks at you expectantly. So is it gonna double my stuff? I don't know. I kind of like the fact that it doesn't really tell you anything, actually. Hello! Many times spoiled milk has ruined my Isaac runs when I was expecting something that looked similar. Oh, Posh, Darter is quite the Isaac connoisseur, so have fun with that. I don't know, I like the mystery of not really knowing what to expect here. I'm a little worried placing my fire orb. I already have less fire orbs. Let's place a metal orb. The wheel spins and lands on an angry-looking section. The dealer sweeps your metal orb into his pile without shred. He raises an eyebrow as you want to go again. You decide to cut your losses. Oh, so it was just like a 50-50? Alright, I lost another metal orb. It's a shame. That's an interesting-looking guy. Okay, so powered by fire orbs. So that means I can't... Oh, I can use... Huh, I don't... Huh. Okay, so I do have stuff still in my deck. So I wonder what the probability of drawing an obstacle orb is, right? I wonder how... Because there's no actual information as to why I have so many obstacle orbs, right? So I'm curious. Is it always going to be random? We'll have to look at the next fight. Currently, I have... you can't see the number is blocked, but I have 11 orbs left in my deck. Also, this section looks terrible. Let's do the bomb orb. What happened? Why did something happen? Some stuff were... I don't know why I dealt damage there. Did it deal damage? I don't know. But why not? Okay, so here, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to be dealing 15 damage. I was wrong. They do count as damage. Twin flame orbs, it doesn't say it. It actually doesn't... Interesting, it doesn't say it. So here's the fire orbs say they deal 1 damage. But these also deal 1 damage. They're even more powerful than I thought they would be. Okay. I'm actually gonna go this way. Okay. Let's get rid of some stuff. Woo! Okay. Can deal 15 here. It's crazy that my twin flames get redrawn instantly. That's very generous. 3, 6, can deal 6 damage. Yeah, might as well. Okay, 9 damage incoming. Should be okay. Okay. So much animation. Let's do 1 block here. And let's do this. Okay, cool. Another one of those doubling orbs. What is that? Powered by fire orbs, deal 3 extra damage. Passive effect. When you take damage, deal 3 damage back. Just passive effect. It says 1. There's a little 1 here, so I'm wondering if like it's just a one-time use. Oh no. Definitely looks good, though. Especially with a doubling damage, right? Orbs seem very powerful. What do you do? The enemy's preparing to unleash a move that will radically alter the battle on its next turn. Ooh la la. Oh, gosh. And we've got an Isaac conversation going. Fire Organ, I think you missed important information. The Fire Orb, really? Deals 1 point of damage for each connecting Fire Orb. Well, I don't know. Those look like a one-time use. Yeah, I do think so. Because here it says deal 1 damage for each connecting fire orbs. And this says connect to fire orbs to activate. Multiplies the total damage by 2. It doesn't really say that this deals 1 damage. This, like, I get it. But, interesting. Powered by fire orbs. Alright, so let's clear some space here to try to do a big attack. Passive effects. Okay, cool. That's nice. Passive effects are active as long as an orb remains on the grid. Playing the orb will remove any passive effects it grants. Passive effects are shown in the top left. Note that single-use orbs, detonated with a 1, can only be played once per battle. So this is a one-time thing. I'm thinking of just trying to link all of my twin flames together with the sharp claw orb. So I think I'm just going to use my bomb orb here. That's what you're going to do. Uh-oh. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Glitch. This orb can only be played from a certain direction. That's interesting. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. That was bad. Isn't this going to deal like a crazy amount of damage? Wait, what happened? Why? Why did it do that? That's not what I expected for it to happen. Okay. Interesting. So, if I were to try go I kind of wish I could. Okay, yeah, there you go. I just wanted to see visually the effect. Okay, cool. All right. Let's just clear some stuff. Prepare another big attack. Okay, that was completely useless. Weak. What does that do? Deals 25% less damage. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but fine. You know what? Might as well start getting rid of some of this stuff. Actually, in that case, I'm not doing it correctly. Yeah, there you go. I can start getting rid of some of this glitch. Also, he's probably already dead. Oh, he's actually not dead. Good job. You survived. Alright, another twin flame. I'm definitely doing another twin flame. Twin flames are ridiculously powerful. Like, if they didn't count as damage themselves, that I would understand. But the fact that they also counts as damage seems ridiculously powerful. Get back to programming. Was fun to pop in. Have fun with your programming. Thanks for stopping by. Orbs seem to destroy every obstacle, and then every obstacle on the first initial drop too. It does. Yes, that does seem to be the case. Let's do an elite fight. I saw my YouTube glitching, but hopefully it wasn't on your end as well. Hello! Totally didn't forget. You're all good. Hello. Good to see you. Oh, good to see you writing. Hopefully you're not fully AI, but hey. Yeah, and multiplier that deals damage seems pretty powerful. All right, boss time. Okay, starting off with some straightforward. I mean, I feel like starting with the bomb orb is just really powerful. Okay, so we can deal a lot of damage. Okay, finally, that seems like a reasonable amount of hit points that this enemy has. So this this also counts as 1, so that would be 3, 5, that would be 10. Let's block for 10. Also, he's gonna take damage because of this. Cool. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is gonna be ridiculous. So let's see. So 6, 9. All right, 3, 6, 9, 11. But okay, let's see how much this is. So it's 12, 12, 12, and 3. Okay, so the sharp claw does not work with the twin flame. It took me a second, and it doesn't contribute to the damage. It's just an additional 3. So it's not as cool as I thought it was going to be. A bit disappointing on there. That's all right though. A bit of awkward positioning on these orbs here. It's gonna be interesting, but I think I'm gonna need to just pop 1 here. No, I'll just pop this guy. Ooh, that's nice. What's going on? Did something happen? I think the enemy kind of glitched out. Okay. Cool. 21 block. Seems like a lot. Let's do... I can't really connect these, can I? Huh. It's kind of annoying, actually. Do I have some block orbs? No, I do not. They're all here. Alright, that's fine. We'll just block everything here. All good. Boop. another. It's kind of annoying, actually. Okay, so here's what here's what I think just happened right now. That big attack that he did before, where nothing actually happened, I'm willing to bet he just he made some of those orbs on fire, but the game glitched out and just visually didn't show me the fire. There you go. Playing this orb inflicts 1 damage, can spread fire to adjacent orbs. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Are these on fire? You can kind of see it here, but just not on the obstacle orb. That's kind of interesting. Okay. I kind of wish you... Oh, you can't see. You have 1 action left here. Okay, I was wondering if there was a way to see it. I'm going to take a lot of damage here. Ow. Okay, he's going to do his shenanigans again. 2 goes down here. Kind of wish I could connect a lot of this stuff. This game, man, you can get into some awkward situations, like right here. I mean, I guess I can just connect a lot of these, but it doesn't feel as satisfying. Also, everything is on fire. I kind of wish I could see the fire. It would also help. That's just a little visual bug. That's all good. I love damage multipliers that also grant raw damage. Gotta be my favorite items. Well, if they're designed well and not too overpowered, yeah, it can usually be quite a nice thing. It is a Candy Crush roguelike. Yes, it is. The green crane. Gross. Sure. It kind of is like Candy Crush, isn't it? Oh, wait, no, it's not. I'm so sorry. I forgot how Candy Crush works. But yes, it is a connect. Yes, that, well, you know, similar. Jank! Yeah, it's been quite a week so far for for a lot of reasons for many people. I do agree. Alright, let's just do some stuff here. Oh, 2, that's kind of annoying. This is quite awkward here. It's very awkward. I think I'm gonna have to do this. Okay, so some stuff is on fire. We just can't see it. This is gonna suck, but I think I need to. Oh man, actually I can't connect these things very easily. Oh no, I can. I should just do this, right? Yes. Cool. That worked. Brrr. Okay. More shenanigans. Cool. And more shenanigans. Are you gonna attack? Ugh. That's fine. Just gonna do this. I wonder if we take damage if from that attack if we have defense. We have 8 orbs in our deck, so let's start getting rid of some of this stuff here. Whoa! That was a lot of fire apparently in there. Good to know. Jeez, this guy is ruthless. Can I finish him off? No, I don't think I can. My orbs are in a really awkward position once again. Oh gosh, this is so awkward. 24. That means that I need 8 connected with those 2. 8. That's gonna be too much, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think we're gonna have to take some damage here. Oh man, look at that terrible like double over there. That's miserable. Take 5. This should be enough. I hope. Oh, gosh, I really wish I could see the fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's not. Shoot, I miscalculated. and I'm going to get punished by it. I hate the fact that this guy is up there. Oh, now you're doing this. Ow. Okay. Alright, well. Oh my gosh! I really wish I could see the fire, because I forgot. I would have protected before doing that. Well, that was rough. Restore 5 hit points instantly. Sigils can be played anytime during your turn, once per battle. It's just like a... I mean, that's a very, very, very boring effect, but I'll take it. Greatly decreases the chance of drawing obstacles for 2 turns, but if we don't have enough orbs, it doesn't matter. Slightly decreases the chance of drawing orbs. Should I just grab another twin flame? Let's take the new thing. But we need more orbs. We're quite low on orbs here. I think I'm gonna take this path here. Mad people? Why mad people? Have I already been controversial? Actually, good mobile game? I could very well see this being a mobile game, for sure. Interesting. I started from scratch so I could experience the DLC in a less one-tap kind of way. Ooh, interesting. I was thinking of doing of just starting a new game, for sure. Seamless Elden Ring myself. I'm pretty sure are in your deck regardless. I don't think they're in my deck. I think that's what's interesting. They're not in my deck. They just spawn randomly. If they were in my deck, then mathematically it would be easier to figure out when these orbs spawn. But without them being in my deck, then it's hard to know what the likelihood of getting these orbs are normally. So here, for instance, we have 12 orbs in our deck. Last time we started with 11, and we added more orbs. So there clearly is some kind of RNG to the amount of orbs that you draw versus the obstacle orbs. Okay, restoring 5. All right, back to some. Oh my gosh, I have like no. I have no defense orbs. I think I'm gonna once again just pop the bomb orb early, especially against these kind of guys. Oh, this is gonna be satisfying. This might deal a lot of damage. Woo! One-shotted, baby. Nice. Purify orb. Remove all status effects from the player. No thanks. Overcharges defense, making the player invincible for the next turn. Usable once per battle. Okay. I'll take that. Let's check out the Storm Rift. Weak. Infinitely weak. Just me or everybody? Rift 10. There's a storm raging in the Rift. Fire-based attacks deal 25% less damage. Oh, and watch out for the wind and lightning. Cool. Alright. Radon, the OG Radon. I don't know if everybody, I don't know how many people absolutely love the new Radon, but... Yeah, it could easily be. I mean, a lot of turn-based games are easy to do in mobile. Oh gosh, another pretty awkward look to the deck here. I think I'm just gonna clear out some orbs here. Maybe let's do this actually. Okay. Overcharge defense, making the player invincible for the next turn. It's kind of like a panic thing. Yeah, those are my passive effects. I still haven't used my money. I didn't see any shops, which is interesting. Okay. Cool, that's what I wanted. Oh, just Storm just comes in every now and then, randomly. Got it. Get rid of this. That's a lot of damage. Also, let's restore 5 health. Let's not forget that. Do I just prepare for a massive just attack? I think I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to do this. Which makes me immune to damage. Right? It does. Cool. And now we should be able to do a crazy attack here. Actually, we can't. We can't grab these two. That's awkward. I just realized. Unless I do this. Voila. Oh! Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if they actually are in your deck. Again, I wonder if it's just... What if it's just a matter of, like, the game, coding-wise, the game just takes into account the amount of orbs you have in your deck and then just fills up the rest of the board with obstacles. If that's the case, then a lot of orbs and items could interact differently with that kind of system in mind. But yeah, regardless, the idea is fairly similar for a lot of... Like, it would roughly be that same concept anyway. Also, 27 armor is not worth trying to go for, so I'm just going to try to clear out some space here. Okay. Some orbs disappeared. Again, 20... when this is one of those interesting situations here where, once again, like... Kind of similar to Bumbo. In this instance, there's no point of me attacking. Attacking literally does nothing because the defense goes away next turn anyway, and there's not much for me to do. So I'm just gonna just slowly clear some stuff out until hopefully he stops defending. Oh, okay. I can also take damage. I should probably just always try to get a little bit of defense here. Do I go all in on this, or did I just block enough? It might actually open up some stuff for offensive attacks, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, now I could probably do this, and then like it's gonna come back afterwards, so yeah. Okay, cool. And that should be lethal. Okay, interesting. Yeah, like empty spaces, exactly. Technically, but get automatically renewed, which yeah, it can be similar to other things. Connect to fire or metal orbs to activate. Doubles attack or defense. What? That's insane. Is there like a rarity system? Because that's just in every single way possible better than this, right? Right? Doubles attack or defense. I mean, people like multiplying effects, so. Oh, it's probably because of the storm stuff, right? It's probably because it was probably because of the storm rift. I got the lightning orb, right? Or maybe it's a coincidence. But in any case. Maybe there isn't like a visual representation of it being a unique orb, but we could interpret it like that. I think that would make sense because it's a very powerful orb. Mage aren't real entering play. Yeah. Annoying Souls player. Exactly. My first ever intelligence build. Yeah, intelligence is very interesting. It's you'll be experiencing some very interesting things for sure. Another awkward start here. I'm just gonna get rid of everything. Gonna heal. And, you know, I think I'm gonna just clear out some space, but do this. Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, this is gonna deal a ridiculous amount of damage. Can I do this correct? Can I do this even better? Is there a way for me to absolutely destroy this? I think there is. If I destroyed this, this goes down, I can connect all... Yeah. So I'm just going to do this metal orb. And then I'm going to do this. Is there a way I can do this even better? I'm like, have you seen some of those absolutely terrible mobile ads? Like, well, you can't, like, only 1% of players know how to do this. And you're like, you're just so frustrated by it, which again is all part of the design of it being stupid and trying to get you to be angry at it. But 13, 13, 13. Interesting. Okay. Oh my gosh. Like, this lightning orb is ridiculous. Doubles my damage. Interesting. Powered by fire orbs, boost attack by 2 times. What is this? Are we just going all in on doubling everything? What? Okay. Definitely doing a random event here. A fork in the road. You appear to hit a fork in spacetime. One path looks quite a bit cheerier than the other. I mean, one is for fire orbs, one is for metal orbs. Pun intended. I can see you have a very specific point of view on this matter, Darter, huh? Yeah, the Souls-like conversation is a very interesting one. I must admit. Hello, Spirit the Corpse. Welcome. People only say those things because it's cheesy and a little cheap, and I'm a little inclined to agree. Yeah. Are most Elden Ring players? I mean, the problem is that mages. The reason why the conversation is so like divided is because magic is. There's some magic abilities are very powerful and others are not very powerful. The people that know which are powerful, which spells are best, they can utilize these mechanics in order to be able to deal with bosses more easily than other mechanics. But you're not supposed to know all the best spells and like what works best against every boss. But like the big, huge like Souls-like player, they know all the information about all the spells, and if you use all this information like to your advantage, then yeah, you're able to quote unquote cheese a few bosses here and there, which is fine. That's part of the game. If you can get the knowledge yourself to figure out like some really powerful spells against certain bosses, that's a good feeling. You feel like you can cheese some bosses. But so some people don't like that concept. They just think that, oh, it's cool to just have a sword and like having to roll through and learning every single boss mechanics, which, yeah, I understand. I like doing that kind of stuff too, but I think it's fine to do both ways. Whatever people like to do in video games. It's video games, people. We play them because they're fun. You ever tried Die in the Dungeon demo? No, but let me take a look. Die in the Dungeon. Die in the Dungeon. Very high ratings. I know the description on Google is Die in the Dungeon is an interesting action game with a dice deck building system and turn-based roguelikes. I love how the official description has the word interesting ahead of it, which is always kind of like the the word that it's like the kind of word that you use when you're not concentrated enough to just come up with the correct adjective on the spot, which I use that word all the time, but I just find it hilarious to see that on the description. Cool. I will add that. It seems to have really high ratings, which is cool. I'll take a look at it. Thank you. Do I go all in on the... Maybe I should go on light. I could take a look at shadows. Ah! Jeez! Oh gosh, I took some damage. Perhaps against your better judgment, the shadows beckon. YOLO, you think to yourself, spirits swirl around your head, sipping a bit of your life force, but in return, they leave a brand new orb. Dagger slash orbs, powered by metal orbs. Create a focused attack dealing one-time damage. So I'm assuming the way I'm understanding this is that if I connect like 10 metal orbs, I'll get 10 armor and deal 10 damage. I think that's what it's saying. 30. It's a set number. It's also an interesting number. Percentage one, it's percentage-wise, it's doesn't make too much sense. I love the little fire. The different art styles between everything is kind of funny. Again, this is a demo, everybody, so that's what you can expect. Okay, boss time. Hello. Whoa, you're starting off pretty strong. Do I immediately use my my Steel Surge orb? I think the beginning of each battle is going to be the toughest moments. So, probably. YOLO. Yeah, exactly. I think it's interesting. I mean, and again, this is a whole conversation, of course, but I find it interesting to see, like, in more and more in this day and age of video games, which, again, I love video games, and I think they're the coolest thing ever. But more and more people kind of forget sometimes that they're still video games. You know, you play them for fun. People that, like, stream, like, there's some really famous streamers that really, really get angry and rage. And, you know, that can be fun for viewers to see. But when you play with people online and they really like are toxic, it's just so weird to me. That's one of the reasons why I like playing PvE games, because I just feel like a lot of the online community is super toxic, which is really unfortunate when you really look at like the actual, you know, concept of what a video game is. I mean, this is nothing new, of course, but I just feel like it's important to note. It is Anakin Skywalker. I think again, I really do think the beginning of battles are pretty rough, because you get a bunch of obstacles in random places. So I think this might be a good time to use our one-time use immune. Why does it say 4? Wait a minute. Why is it 4? I wonder why it says 4 here on my... I don't know. Let's clear some space, try to do a big attack. I'm still invincible. Somehow. Okay, here I don't need to use my bomb orb, because I think I've got some pretty good spacing. This orb sucks. Oh, actually, no, it's fine. If I do... this, I can do a pretty cool connect here. All right. Is that I don't like having fun at someone else's expense. The thing is, I don't like having fun at someone else's expense. Oh, my preference. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Co-op is great. Yeah, I think co-op great. Actually, funny thing. I'm thinking of getting the Slay the Spire board game, which I mean, for those of you who don't know, Slay the Spire is one of my favorite games of all time. And the board game was in Kickstarter for a while. People were like, yeah, I don't know if you can translate that. Apparently you can. This board game has been praised to be phenomenal. And apparently it's a solo or co-op board game. I looked a lot of reviews and some gameplay and stuff. Looks phenomenal. I'm trying to find people to play it with. But I really want to get that. It just looks so cool. If you're interested in Slay the Spire or board games, definitely check out the board game online. Just check out some of the videos out there. It's really, really interesting. Do I start going all in? I think I already do. Now I wonder if this is already going to multiply my damage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Theoretically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20, 30, 40. Theoretically, it should deal 40 damage. If I'm understanding how this works correctly, right? Right? 10, 20, 30, 40. Theoretically, let's see. Okay, well, first of all, that didn't happen. Oh. Very interesting. What? He destroyed one of my orbs! Permanently! I think he destroyed it permanently. I mean, that was... I don't know how great that was for... I mean, I guess on the long run, no, that's pretty bad. No, actually, that was pretty rough. Okay, I'm kind of curious about the dagger / orb. I definitely want to try it, but we're not taking damage here, so let's just wait a little bit. Ooh, we have this guy. Oh, man, oh, man, should I just destroy this just to create a whole thing here? Might be worth it. Oh, actually, I deal double damage right now, so maybe I should not. I should just take advantage of what I have right now. Shoot, this is kind of awkward. Ah, I'm just going to do this. Slow. Limit the maximum number of orbs you can connect to 3? I still have the invincible for some reason. So I can only connect 3 orbs? Okay. Good thing he's not attacking right now. Okay. I have a really nice chain going up there. But I need to get rid of this. No! 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 You monster! $30 damage, huh? It's kind of awkward positioning. Can I just do... like, screw it and do this? Oh, I'm still... Whoa! I'm still slowed? Oh, God. Why am I still slowed? That's awful. Well, in this case, I'm going to start clearing some stuff then. If I do this, everything falls down, which means that then I can connect things better? I don't know. No, I don't think so. How? When do I get rid of this? Not now? When do I get rid of this? What do you mean? Why am I still slowed? Like, it's a full turn? Man, slow seems... rough. Alright. Guess we'll do this. Ow. Okay, he's dealing 24. Okay, well, at least I'm not slowed down anymore. That's good, but now I did kind of screw up my order of things. Got a few more orbs in there. I'm gonna hope that I can find a, Ooh, that was not good. I did not find what I was looking for. That's a problem. Can I do this? No, I can't. 10? Why do you deal 10? Wait. It says 1 times damage. Dealing 1 time damage. I don't know. Okay, go. Whatever. 30 damage. Whoa, where are all my metal orb? I think I'm dead. I need to do this. Okay. Can I survive? I think I can, actually. I'm doing this. We're good. Easy. Easiest game of my life. We might actually do this. It's gonna be close. Ooh, not the best looking board though right now. Not the best looking board at all. Very awkward board. Shoot. Need to clear some space. Okay, that's fine. Don't attack me. Do some weird stuff. Okay, you're attacking me. That's not great, but alright. Thanks for, you know. Block for 8. And that looks like it's gonna be it. No! And we're dead. Defeat, not conquered. The Shadow claims this moment. Riftstrider, but each defeat is a step towards mastery. Gather your strength and upgrade your abilities. The Rift awaits your challenge. Once more. Upgrade my abilities? Oh my gosh, there's actual meta progression in this demo? Oh. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Too expensive? What? I got to the final boss, first final boss, but the floors are long, and I can't even upgrade a single one of the permanent abilities? Connect orbs in a 2x2 square to boost your defense. That's so cool. Why don't you unleash a special attack? I really wish I could have that. I'm a little sad that I need to double the amount of shards to to get that going. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Do I plan on applying Slay the Spire 2? Me, who I said that out of like the 150 plus roguelikes that I had at the time, Slay the Spire was probably my top favorite roguelike ever. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try out Slay the Spire 2. I'm very curious how that's gonna go, because from a design standpoint, the beauty of Slay the Spire is its simplicity. But Slay the Spire was created before a lot of the other deck building games were out there, so it was okay to be simple. Since then, a lot of games have been trying to be like Slay the Spire, but everyone that just try to be Slay the like that just do deck building games are just considered Slay the Spire clones, because Slay the Spire is so simple that if you just copy it without anything new, then it's just going to be a Slay the Spire clone. So making a Slay the Spire 2 is very interesting, because the whole point of Slay the Spire was that it was simple but unique at the time. But in this day and age, Slay the Spire is not unique anymore. So I'm really, really curious as to what they're going to be doing with Slay the Spire 2. I have total faith in them, and they've definitely been able to like take a look at the community to probably get some really nice inspiration, because the mods in Slay the Spire are phenomenal. I'm assuming that they took a look at that, because there's some really, really cool stuff in there. But I'm really, really interested to see where the Slay the Spire 2's direction is going to be. Yeah, can't wait. It's over a half. Got on that. That's why I dealt 10 and 8. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, oh yeah, right. Would fall into the Slay the Spire clone if it was a genre. I think that's fair to say. After a few levels. Well, again, now that I know, I mean, again, like, if I didn't take a crazy amount of damage from that little elite fight that was making things in fire, probably would have helped. We haven't taken a look at treasures yet. Unfortunately, there's not a... I like events. Events are fun, right? We like events. I also would like to probably get to a campfire early to just generate some orbs. This top path is okay. I kind of wish I had a path with some events and some chests, but it doesn't really seem to be the case here. There's a path with a bunch of events. Oh man, the treasure's full of like encounters in between. Which, oh, you know what? Let's do this path though. We'll go up this path. I really wish I could do this path, but I'm really curious about the chest. I want to explore everything the game has to offer. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. Top 8 orbs in our deck. Let's just start clearing some orbs. So early game, there's no point in doing combos. Like, I don't know, whether I do 3 or 10 doesn't actually do anything different other than save some time. So we'll just deal some damage. My gosh, the damn things do scale very quickly. That is something that I've noticed. With the amount of multipliers the game seems to have, things definitely scale pretty crazy. And you are supposed to be pretty overpowered. Which I wonder how that's going to be from a balance standpoint later on if I play this more than once. I mean, again, with one single run, you can't really evaluate that kind of stuff very easily. And as a demo, balance is expected to be a little weird. Deal double damage against shields. I mean, that's just this, but worse. Right? I'm not missing something, right? This is just this, but situational instead of this does exactly the same thing. Well, I guess no, not 100%. Because if I had a bunch of Twin Flame and one Shield Breaker, then it would absolutely demolish the shield. But I still want Twin Flames. Twin Flames seem to be like a necessity in the decks. Hello. I like the little glitchy effect. Oh, that's gonna be nice. I think it's fine, actually. Go. Yeah, no, but yeah. Well, again, I don't know where, like, how far things are going to end up going for the game. Because if the demo is this long floor, I don't know if a full game would then be like a bunch of these long floors, or if then the floors have been, like, the floor are reduced. Because the floor is quite long here. So I would assume that it would actually be reduced later on. Phoenix Favor. The healing, again, healing in these kind of games is interesting because, yes, it can save you health, but if you could instead have more damage that would kill the enemy faster, then you would save health as well. Let's see those treasures. Oh, it's just... Inflict 10 enemies to all enemies. Signals can be played anytime during your turn, once per battle. Okay. Oh, and it also comes with this. Let's definitely grab some doubling orbs. The other one didn't really synergize with the doubling stuff, so I don't care about it as much. And we're gonna go take this top path here. Little worm fellow here. So there's, like, this, doing this now or later actually doesn't really change anything, but I'll do it now. The fact that this doesn't scale through your run, right, makes it quite weak. But it's something. Yoink. A misfortune. Don't really care too much about the misfortune. Alright, he's going to block, which is just going to waste time. I'd like to find my doubling. I could also grab this early, so I could just try to get some favor and counter the misfortune. Oh, jeez. It's a lot of obstacles. Can actually get more out of here. Oh my gosh, my twin is up there. Unfortunate, but it's fine. This is awkward. Let's do this. Armor. Let's just clear some rubble here. And... okay, we don't have anything in our deck, so clearing this obstacles stuff is only going to give us more obstacles. So there's no point. So I'm just going to get rid of this. Okay. And... that should be it. Cool. Okay. I'm starting to get a better idea of how to manage some of this stuff. Bomb orb, both of them are really powerful. They're both really, really useful. I think the bomb orb is just gonna make things a little faster, so I'm gonna grab that. Two of those guys, they're currently not attacking me, so I can just set up a little bit, which is nice. So the idea with bomb orb actually is try to get our deck full, like to not use it right now, if possible. Man, those metal orbs are kind of annoying. I think I'm just gonna do this. It's a bit awkward, but oof, that's gonna be some damage. And my that's annoying. Oh no! The explosion triggered before. Oh no! Oh, that's not what I wanted. Whoops. That's a shame. Okay. Oh man, that sucks. I was really hoping that would not work that way. Alright. I took some extra damage. That's okay. Taking 9. That is so awkward, man. I really wish he was the one attacking, but doesn't seem so. Take 3. Okay, they're blocking, so we should be okay here. Okay, and let's clear 3 here. Yeah, yeah, the pacing is quite slow, so I wouldn't imagine to have multiple of these things. Technical genius, probably. Yeah. It counts as it does, but it's not like it doesn't do crazy stuff with multipliers, right? It's not like it's adding 3 damage that is going to be added into the multiplication. Plus Thorns, exactly. So, exactly. But I think there's some better orbs. Like anything that multiplies is better. Claw orb with defenses? Oh, cool, nice. Oh, hell yeah, it's always nice to get a little T-shirt for the stuff. I'm planning on getting for the big AAA game that I've been working with Capcom. I'm planning on getting a physical copy of that game when it comes out, which I haven't done in a very long time, but I think it'll be a fun thing to do. Can I finish? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Right, 3, 6, 7. Kind of wish it would tell you the number. That'd be cool. Just a little simple feature, like right above your cursor, there's a number. Status effects? Don't think so. Powered by metal orbs, inflicts vulnerable, causing the target to take 2 times damage last 2 turns. Yes, please. Doubling, and more doubling, please. All right, random event. We got the casino again. You can place your hub currency. Let's place a fire orb. Hopefully we win this time. Oh man, I lost another fire orb. Man, that sucks. Ugh, that sucks. This guy again. I mean, that's just so... I don't really care about that. Vulnerable. Man, they're already at 62 health, right? Things are growing quite fast. I think I can start doing this. Why is it 4? I'm curious as to why it's 4. Is that a bug? There's gotta be a bug, right? It looks like it seems like a bug. It does seem like it might be a bug. Wait, why do I have 2 of those? Wait. Wait. I'm confused. Why do I have 2 vulnerable orbs? Also, what's going on here? Oh, it's frozen in place. So it actually blocks things under. That's really cool. Oh. Spaghetti. Gotta love them spaghetti. I'm not complaining if I have 2 vulnerable orbs. I don't know why I have 2 vulnerable orbs, but I'm not complaining. Man, I need more fire orbs. Oh my gosh, that's so powerful. Jeez. Cool. Yes, please. Strength orb. Let's go, baby. Hey, Joss AB. Welcome. Playing a potentially ridiculous. Oh man, same elite. That's a shame. Let's do this. Not before I forget. Ooh, what a terrible looking board this is. Yeah, the early game is rough. Oh my gosh. So terrible. Oh my god. Why? Why? This is gonna hurt people. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. Like, I have so many orbs in my deck. Miserable. Oh god. So bad. Okay, so can we try to figure out which ones are on fire? Because the fire stuff really screwed us up last time. This one. It just puts one on fire, I think. I think it just puts one on fire. This one right here. So we're gonna clear that. We're gonna do this. Cool, and we're gonna do this. Now, I'm not gonna use the bomb orb yet. 24? Holy shrimp! That's a lot. And we can do this here. Wait. Something's still on fire. Why is there something still on fire? Something was still on fire. Not seeing it. Okay. Nothing else is on fire. Maybe, the multiplication, right? Multiplying damage and enemy take multiple damage. You deal multiple Did I take damage there? Did I go like, ugh, for taking damage for doing something? I thought it was okay. I thought I saw myself take some damage. Well, if we just stack up vulnerable, it's gonna be really nice. No, you're right. Okay, let's do this again. See, I took damage there. I took damage. Right? Right? Am I going crazy? A first attack mark. It was still on the board. I see. My mistake. But here, I thought right now, then I just take damage. And, right? Right? I guess Purify... Well, actually, I don't know if Purify Orb works, right? Because Purify Orb says this spell debuffs. Like debuffs. But is that considered a debuff? Like, I also have character debuffs. I'm wondering if... I don't know if debuffs count the board, right? Oh, I see. I'm getting tired. Let's just do this more. Okay. Nothing's on fire, right? Nothing's on fire. Nothing's on fire. Not. Oh, 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 oh. We got a flaming one. Oh, we got two of them. I don't know how I missed those. Okay, we need to get rid of these. That's a shame. Yeah, I think I need to do this. Is he gonna attack? Yeah, he's gonna attack. And he's attacking in a pretty terrible spot right now. Do not like this. I think I'm gonna have to use my bomb. Right? Yeah. That was not the outcome I was hoping for. Oof, taking 17. Man, these elites are rough. Anything on fire? No. Okay. Okay. I guess it's time? That's some good damage right there. But now all my offensive orbs are in the stack, so I think I'm going to do something like this. Okay, well, I found all my... I found them. Am I still dealing double damage? Yes, I am. So I should be able to kill this. Yes! 40 damage. What? 40 damage? That's insane. Clear all obstacle orbs from the board in one blast. Okay, cool. That's a more interesting sigil. Powered by 5 orbs, create a shield providing 1 times defense. That's awesome. That is really cool. I approve. Play some Deep Rock after this. You're addicted. I think he's addicted. How are you enjoying it? I got this thing. Let's try the other path this time. Start next battle with vulnerable. Ooh. Okay. For how long? 2? That's fine. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. Bonk. Deal some damage. I don't think there's any reason to not do this any other time. I actually think, again, in this instance, I'm going to use my bomb here. Do I need to, actually? No, maybe not. I'm not pressured because he's not attacking me, so. Let's do this afterwards. Not right now. There's no real reason to. Let's take it slow. Cool. Now we can do it. No! Please tell me that's not permanent. Please tell me that's not permanent. Whoa, wait, what? Oh. Oh, that's not what I thought I did. Whoops. Oh, that's actually really good, though. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, wait, no. What am I doing? Ooh, it's kind of annoying, actually. I can't get rid of this stuff? Doesn't seem so. Okay. Well, that's annoying. I dealt 6 damage? How did I deal 6 damage with a single orb? What? How did I deal 6 damage? What the hell? That was funny. I intend to get all the funny overclocks and nobody can stop me. I thought I got rid of like debuffs, like this stuff, like the glitch effects. Which, it was just the wrong wording. It wasn't like that. It was obvious, actually, but I forgot they were called obstacles. He's not attacking, so I don't have to be particularly quick. Oh my god. 1 times 2 times 2 times 2. Yeah, I guess so. I forgot how much multiplication there is in this game, but... Yep, that feels like it. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm just gonna do this, a single one of those. Why did it trigger twice? Why did it trigger twice? I'm so confused why it triggers twice. Am I missing something? Deals 2 times damage. Do you think that 2 times damage just... is coded into, like, doing actions twice? Is that what's going on? Some double damage spaghetti. I think the double damage actually doubles effects. So this vulnerable triggers twice, is I think what's going on, which is very funny. I'm curious. I love it. Ow. No! The 50-50. Okay, it's time to deal a ton of damage now. Ooh! I wonder if there's an actual order as to how things trigger depending on where things are. I think there is. I actually think there is. That's kind of interesting. Okay, also, I think it's time to do this. Maybe not right now. Well, let's do this. No. No. That's time. Jeez. Sure. No! No! Bye-bye. Okay, just because the game is slightly spaghettied, I do want to make sure that my orbs were not permanently discarded. Holy shrimp, I think my orb were... Didn't I have 2? I'm so confused. I don't know. Spaghetti. We shall see. Okay. Do I still have 2 vulnerable orbs? Do I not have 2 vulnerable orbs anymore? I think I'm out. Oh, it does say I had 1? Okay, cool. So it is just a visual bug then. Cool. Let's clear out obstacles early. Okay, so... Let's do this. Can I select the target? Oh, I can select the target. Ooh, interesting. I didn't realize I could select the target. That's, okay, sure. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I want to get rid of my blue orbs. Oh my gosh, this works with... Which makes sense, it's just I'm so used to other games. This does work with the vulnerable. Does it? Wait, would it have worked with my... Boost attacks? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's considered an attack. Interesting, though. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't need to do too much, but I do want to get rid of my blue orbs here. Try and connect some stuff here. I can try to stack more vulnerable. I think I'm going to start stacking more vulnerables. Which, again, for some reason puts way more vulnerables than I expect, but... I think I can kill him right here. So I'm going to try that. And if I do it this order, I think... Oh, gosh. Annihilated! Enjoy the vulnerable. Ow. Okay. You're not gonna attack me. You might regret this. I think this does some crazy stuff. Not as crazy as I thought it would be. Well, actually. Oh my god. The doubling effects are pretty interesting. Yes, please. Every day of the day. I don't think I... The 3 HP single-use thing is compared to doubling everything. I think I'll pass. I wonder if I lost my double vulnerable, though. I don't know if I saw it again. We got this guy again. Again, let's clear some obstacles. Or should I just do this? I think in this instance, I have the time. Let's just do our bomb. I still don't know why sometimes it does it twice, sometimes it don't. I feel like it does it only once, even though there are still obstacles on the screen. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Unfortunately, he's not. Well, you know what? Wait. Wait. He's gonna do something annoying though, but oh my gosh, look at this beautiful stuff here. I think I could still do some craziness here. I have to go down here. Alright, so that might one-shot it? Cool. Another bomb orb? I feel like it's fine to have more bomb orbs, right? Should I heal or should I create a new orb? I think I'm gonna create a new orb. Right? I think creating a new orb is probably the right move here. Connect to fire orbs to activate. Deals a burst of damage to all enemies. I actually think I want a purity orb here. Now that, I mean, because against the slow is just ridiculously bad. So I'm going to take one purity orb. It's probably going to save me. Alright, boss time. Hello, Gandalf. Oh, you're starting off straight ahead, huh? Not wasting any time, huh? Okay, that's kind of annoying. I kind of wish you didn't immediately start with that. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Really, really wish you didn't just start with some damage there, Mr. Gandalf. That makes things very awkward. My purity orb is in a bad spot, too, because... Do I have to use my explosive sigil? No, I think I need to do this. Okay. I think I'm gonna take some damage, but I think it's fine. That's okay. Okay, he's buffing. Oh, he's doing something annoying, whatever. I do this. It's pretty good. 32 damage. I kind of... Oh, man, I wish I could connect this with everything. That would be so good. Let's just build up our strength here. I don't think I'm going to use this. Or maybe I am. Deal some damage. Yeah, I think I am going to. Some good damage here. Okay, destroying one of my fire orbs. That's okay. He's being slow right now, which is fine. I think that's going to be the slow move. Okay, I think it's time to do vulnerable. I think vulnerable is going to do some pretty crazy stuff here. I can do this better. Yes, I can. Okay, vulnerable is going to help a lot here. And I still deal double damage, so this might just kill him. Probably not, but it's going to deal like a decent amount of damage. Okay, slow. That's the thing I was worried about. Let's get rid of slow. There you go. Cool. Let's deal 20 damage. And, oh, I'm out of buffs already. Interesting. Do this. Yeah, so the order at which things are selected does seem to matter. There's going to be a lot of damage here. Alright, that's GG. Nice. Victory achieved! Congratulations! You've unlocked a limited edition demo champion role and access to the Winner Circle Discord channel. That's a very cute thing. Expansive universe that awaits in the full game with more orbs, enemies, and thrilling challengings. Now I am curious about, so can I unlock both? Okay, I'm just gonna quickly check this out in the run. I'm not gonna do a full run. I just want to see how different the upgrades feel. So connect orbs in a 2. Now, does that mean any orb? It does. Interesting. And if I do 4 in a line, like this, it does 3 damage. So if I do 3 defense orbs, it does 3 damage an orb. That's interesting. That being said, I don't know why you would want to do these over the crazy duplication stuff, but that's a cool concept. Cool. The Dame can't differentiate, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought too, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I guess to make, but the thing is, I would much rather, I mean, early game it's nice, but this ability doesn't seem to scale very well mid to late game, because you would much rather want to get rid of multiple obstacles than deal 3 damage. Right? Because the combos is what really matters. So, late game or even mid game, I would rather get an extra spot. Unless, wait a minute, unless it can be more. What if I do this? That's a shame. If it was more, if it did a bunch of them, right? Like if it was like, if you have 4 included in what you're doing, that it would take into account, that could have been interesting. So let me see. I can't recreate it very easily. Okay, so I have a 4 here. That's gonna trigger, but my question is, what if I don't have it? Okay, I have a 4. Yeah, so the 4 here is not gonna trigger it if I go up here. Interesting how the animation does change on the character depending on how much you have. So that could have been interesting in that case, because in a lot of instances I would rather do this than deal the extra 4 damage for a lot of cases, because clearing obstacles is really critical in this game. So yeah, all right. Yeah. To make crappy early game situations less crappy. I guess so. Okay, so Riftstrider. Riftstrider. This is interesting. This is a game that, see, I use the word interesting. It's an easy word to use when your brain is not fully, like, doesn't know exactly what words to use. It's an easy way out of the word. But this game is interesting for many reasons. Now, I think the core mechanic of a game like this was bound to happen. I'm sure there's already some out there, but I haven't experienced one for roguelikes. So, in my opinion, there's definitely a place for this kind of mechanic to be in a roguelike. And I think this game does it, honestly, quite well for a demo. There are obviously a lot of tweaks here and there that probably would need to be taken to be looked into. I mean, again, this is a demo. There's a lot of there's some bugs and stuff. Bugs, again, I don't usually think it's worth mentioning. But in terms of, like, the core of the game, I think there's a few things. Now, in terms of the positive, for me, and again, all this is just throughout 2 hours of playtime as just the first impressions. I think there's a lot of awesome potential for a game like this. I'm very curious to see where this game goes as it gets more into the production. Pros are that, again, I think the raw gameplay is fun. You know, connecting things, trying to do huge lines are always fun. That's why Cookie Clicker. Sorry, Cookie Clicker. Sorry, I love you, cookies. That's why, you know, like Candy Crush is so popular as an app. Like a lot of these like simple things where you just do a single quick action and then things explode is really, really satisfying. In this instance, it is really satisfying when you like combo a lot of the orbs together. The game really does put a lot of importance into like doubling mechanics, which is a very dangerous thing to do in roguelikes, because if you do a lot of doubling, then it's really hard to balance things out. And I think there's clearly going to be some interesting balance challenges for a game like this that really plays around a lot with mechanics being doubled. It also makes things that are not doubled not feel as impactful. So, for instance, the dealing 10 damage just randomly doesn't feel as impactful because it's harder to synergize when you have so many things that double other abilities. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I like the vibe. I love the like some of this artwork is really fun. Clearly, there's different artworks here and there. A lot of it is probably not final. I don't know. It's funny because I don't know which of these artworks is going to be really the final version of the artwork, because there's so many different art styles. Sorry is what I'm trying to say. There's so many different art styles that it's actually kind of hard to know which one is the one that the game is going to be focused on. But I like most of them. There's already a good vibe to the game, even as a demo. I mean, even just this menu screen is really nice. The little events are cute. This obviously takes a lot of inspiration from Slay the Spire, like most deck building roguelikes are out there, in terms of the pathing and the events and the different things you can do. So yeah, I mean, overall, even though there's not much to say, like straight out of the bat, I think that what's important is that I think the core mechanics are interesting enough for a game like this for me to be excited for a game like this. I'm definitely excited to see how much this game can evolve. In terms of like things that I would that I feel could definitely have more like there are a few things here and there that I think could potentially be changed in the future, or have a different approach to them. So the pacing is interesting because there isn't too much to do if an enemy is blocking. Preparing your next... So what you can do is you can try to like, get rid of all the obstacles so you can prepare for a big turn. But I've realized that a lot of times I had everything ready to be like charged up for a huge attack, but the enemy was blocking for like 25 armor, and so I didn't want to waste my big attack, but the enemy was also going to be blocking again, so I'm just kind of forced to just kind of pass my turn without much to do. There are situations where it feels like the gameplay can get a little bit blocked by just whether the enemy is just constantly doing something that's defensive. When an enemy is doing something offensive, I find it much more interesting because you're forced to block, and blocking, there's a lot more decisions to make in that regard. A lot of times I feel like many enemies are just using a lot of debuffs and were blocking, which was just kind of which felt a little bit slow. I think the early game is pretty rough. The very first, sorry, not the early game. The early turns. The first turn of a battle is very RNG dependent. If the enemy on the first turn is attacking you and you have a bad board, there is not much you can do unless you're just lucky to have like a really good placement. But I've realized that since a lot of the orbs are in your deck early, it feels very punishing early. And I've realized that the orbs usually, like my first few turns is when I had the most orbs in my deck, and then throughout the entire rest of the battle, my orbs were mostly on the board. So it feels like there's a bit of a clear like balance situation between the beginning turns and the later turns of a battle in terms of where your orbs are, because orbs seems to be constantly in your deck early, but then very quickly they then end up in your board. So that's just a little minor thing that I've realized that I think is similar to, again, the Legend of Bumbo. I feel like Legend of Bumbo had a similar issue where once you get into a fight and you've like gone through the first turns, things get pretty strategic, but the first turn can really be RNG dependent. I kind of wish there was some sort of mulligan or something to make it a little bit less random on that very first turn. The relics that I found didn't seem super impactful. I like the one that destroys obstacles. That's great. But the one that was healing for 5 and the one that was dealing for 10, not super. It didn't feel super thrilling for having beaten an elite. But a lot of these things can easily get a lot more interesting design later on. These are all things to be expected for demos, of course. So again, the doubling effect is a bit of a tricky design choice. It was really fun to go crazy at the end, but it was a bit harder to keep track of. It was kind of hard to keep track of the amount of damage I was doing because so many effects were doubling, and I was dealing double, and my attack was dealing double, and the enemy was receiving double. So it was kind of hard to keep track of, and it was very powerful. It's fun. I like it's fun to do big damages. Kind of wish that when you select orbs, the game would tell you the amount of orbs you have selected, or potentially the amount of damage that you're going to be doing. Sometimes some games don't want to show the amount of damage that the enemy is going to be, that the player is going to do, because they want the player to understand, like, just kind of like have to calculate it themselves, kind of like in Bellatro. But at least to show the amount of orbs selected. There's simple little features like these, of course, are easily added. But outside of this, yeah, I think the enemy design, they had some pretty interesting abilities, but I think they were quite affected by the fact that, yeah, a lot of them would not attack for a while, so it didn't feel very stressful or like scary to go in a lot of battles for a while. When enemies were attacking, it felt that's when things felt really interesting to me, because of the fact that I had to try to figure out, do I want to block? Do I want to attack? But if it's on the very first turn, then it can feel pretty bad. The permanent abilities, obviously, that's just in the demo, and is clearly just like a tiny little teaser to what can be expected. But I do feel like that the particular ones that you can unlock seem purely dependent on the early game, which I guess is fine. I kind of wish that it would count like the 4, and then additionals would still count the 4. That way you could try to like strategize when you do long lines to try to get the 4 and the lines within these. So it kind of like pushes you to make sure that when you do long connections, you can still try to keep track of the passive abilities. That if I have like if I do a 3, I get 2 damage. If I get a 4 line like this, I get 4 armor. If I do like a 2 this way, it heals me, and then you try to do long lines of collecting all of them. That could be cool. But yeah. Other than that, I feel like shops would be cool. Potentially some in-game currency. I like these. Not necessary. That's purely just my kind of thoughts on these games. I think shops are nice because it gives a chance for players to usually customize their deck a little bit without it being completely dependent on RNG of the rewards you get. Overall, I would say that the orbs that I found were fairly decently balanced in between each other. Like, I didn't feel like one orb was completely useless. I felt like most orbs seemed to be like contenders to be picked up, which was cool. Even if I feel like the balance of them might have been a little bit off potentially with the doubling of the doubling of the doubling, I think the design of the orbs themselves were pretty cool. Yeah. Other than that, again, this is a really simple mechanically, this is a very simple game that I think can really have a lot of unique ideas and potential for a game like this. I'm definitely curious to see how things are going to turn out for this game. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on them. I find it interesting that you have 2 actions a turn. I understand why, but I also do feel like that definitely slows down the pacing. So I'm not saying that's a problem at all. But I do find it interesting that if you only had 1 action a turn, things would be much faster paced, and I wouldn't feel as stuck when I'm seeing that the enemy is blocking. You would have to change a lot of things, of course. But I do see a world where you only have 1 action a turn, and then the pacing is much faster. So the pacing is quite slow, which could be okay. But I'm just kind of curious how this game would have been with just single turns and with the gameplay designed around the fact that you only have a single. Because currently, if you only had 1 turn right now in this game, it would be really, really hard, and it wouldn't be designed. It wouldn't work out very well. But with how crazy some of these orbs are, I would say that the game is fairly well designed and fairly well balanced. All things considered. For the fact that everything gets doubled. Not bad. It was cool. The first time I didn't know too many things. Second time I did, and I was able to use my knowledge in order to beat the boss. It felt good. It was a satisfying outcome to being able to grab all this information and just exploit the hell out of the doubling effects to win the game. So it was a very interesting time, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it. So once again, thank you so much for sending it to the channel, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye. Best of luck on the development of Riftstrider. Yeah. I'm curious to see the visual updates of this game. Again, it's funny that I just don't know what the art style is yet. Blocking in a game like this rarely feels good. Even Slay the Spire has some pretty annoying block-heavy enemies. Yeah, but in Slay the Spire, the big difference is enemies do block, and it can feel annoying, but a lot of times, if enemies block in Slay the Spire, your character can usually take this opportunity to build something, to gather more things throughout the actual battle to make the battle better. Like, it's rare that in Slay the Spire you just pass a turn without doing anything. Usually, even if the enemy is not attacking you, there's always something to do. Now, in this game, I could have seen this be the case with if the enemy is blocking, this is your time to clear out obstacles, which worked early game, but not late game. Late game, I already had everything planned out, and clearing obstacles didn't really do much because all my orbs were always on the board. So yeah, I wish there was a little bit more to do within the game, but that's an easy word to say and harder to execute in practice. First turn should have an extra move or some sort of reroll mechanic where you can choose some bits to be rerolled or something, which I guess it could be equivalent to an extra turn. The problem with an extra turn is that I worried that if you give an extra turn, it's going to make things even slower, even if it's just for the first turn. I get it. I think the first turn does have an issue, has a bit of a balance issue here, But getting an extra turn, I think, is going to make things too slow. The calculation, it's true, it's true. I guess Balto wasn't the best example, but just the concept of games not always giving all the information to players because you want players to be kind of getting an idea of an estimate of numbers. It might solve the problem, but I think in terms of the armor within this game, I don't think it needs to be resolved by a orb. I think it could be resolved by just a core mechanic being different. I don't, because yeah. If I had the doubling, like, but even if I did have the doubling, like dealing double damage to armor, and the enemy had like 30 armor, I would probably rather wait for the turn where they don't have armor and just use that same exact line of crazy doubling fire damage to deal more damage. Because even if I had everything ready, big facts. Thank you for the sub. I'll add a click. Don't worry. But because even with that, right? I'm thinking, yeah, if the enemy had a lot of armor, I could have used that doubling armor thing. But why not just wait? And then they don't have armor, and I would deal the same amount of damage, but better. It can still be annoying. I agree. Slay Spire can still be annoying. Streaming on Tuesday or Wednesday? I need to know for reasons. Let me see. So my next stream is going to be another Gungeon challenge video. I'm not too sure which one yet, but I'm thinking of doing it Wednesday. But I will not be doing it Tuesday. So hopefully that works for you guys. Yeah, so again, next stream will be Wednesday. Gungeon challenge. I'm not going to only be doing Gungeon, but I like going back to Gungeon, doing some challenges. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do in terms of challenge yet. But I'll think of something. I might do like a starting with 10 curse. Could be fun. Good to know. Alright, anyway, I did beat a run, and we did get a sub. Now, I am going to get my beating a run click first. Could get another antimatter condenser. I think I might. I don't have much to buy, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna get another antimatter. I could get a bunch of. I could try to unlock more power-ups. Right. 14 prestige levels. Yeah, you're right. I think the prestige level is just too important for me to just randomly do right now. I might do it on the 10K sub special. By the way, the channel's growing. Like we're at 92. We're at 9,200. So 10K should be achievable, especially once I release my next big video, which I'm working on pretty hard right now. So we'll see. And I'm going to be doing a 10K special stream where I'm doing another, like, I think I already told you guys, but I'm doing another, working on 10, playing 10 roguelikes in a row, like I did last time. I just go all in on the, like, wizard temples, the wizard towers. What happens if I do that? Let's see. I'm at 20.63. Drum roll, everybody. 21. But I did get a new achievement. Cool. And our sub is going to be part of the alchemy crew. Thank you for the sub. Wizards are twice as effective. That'll be nice to have. I could just buy that right now. It'd be really efficient, but we need another click. So, fortunately, I only beat the game once, so that's not going to happen. All-star lineup of the big roguelikes for the channel. You mean like playing all 10? Oh, it'll definitely be linked to this stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of doing like beating 10 roguelikes in a row, right? And instead of doing the wheel, just picking my 10 favorite roguelikes, something like that. I think it might just be that simple. I'll still do a wheel for like maybe like the order, but like my 10 favorite roguelikes that I have to beat in a row. I think that seems fair. It could be fun. That'll be really fun, actually. Well, I'm excited. Please sub so I can do that challenge. I mean, if I look... You know what? I kind of forgot. If I look at my tier list right now, what are my top 10 games? I mean, I have 2 tier lists, so it would be a little hard to just immediately know from there, but... Like, what are my top 10 games here? Let's see. On the first roguelike,
an entire family.
I have Slay the Spire Hades, Isaac Dead Cells, Inscription. I'm not gonna do Inscription. That doesn't work for that. Gungeon, Ravita, Peglin, and Risk of Rain 2 are my S tiers. I probably would bring down Dead Cells, actually, funny enough. It's been a while. It's been 9 months. And then if I look at my other tier list...
Upon her heart.
I have... Into the Breach, Balatro, The Void Rains Upon Her Heart, and Spiritfall. There could be some cool games to play on that. For sure. The recent controversy? Oh. No. Actually, no. Usually that doesn't... I mean, see how you see it, but usually controversies like that don't affect me too much in terms of my personal opinion of a game. That doesn't mean that I don't think that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just that I have such a very clear, perception of games in terms of how their design, that it's similar to movies. I kind of look at movies similarly. I just look at a game and I just see the game. Like everything outside of it, the development and everything, I think is really important, but it doesn't usually affect my views on the game. Now, I do think it's really important to be aware of these things. Again, that's all I'm saying, but purely personally, it doesn't give me a sour taste if I know something different. What do you think of the best online co-op options? What do you think are the best online co-op options outside of Risk of Rain? Are you talking specifically roguelike, I'm assuming? I'm assuming you're talking about roguelikes. As art, and I also am not a believer in separating the art. Am not a believer in separating the art. Sorry. I'm tired. Like, does that mean that you are a believer that they are connected? You're a believer that they're connected. I also am not a believer in separating. Yeah, I see. And I understand that, and I completely understand that that point of view. I think it's important to really be aware of these things, but my personal my enjoyment for a game does not seem to change too much in that regard. I kind of wish it did, to be honest. It's just how I am, because I think it is important to take things into to know how things are in the behind the scenes. I think it's a really important factor in games. In terms of co-op games, let me see. Co-op games for roguelikes is not something that usually is isn't really a priority in a lot of roguelikes. More and more games are trying to do it these days. Now, I don't play a lot of co-op roguelikes. Actually, really don't. I'm really a solo player. But from what I've heard that games like Ember Knights are... There's a few games. I think Ember Knights seems to be a really nice co-op game in terms of if you want to try to start an adventure action game with a friend and discover the bosses and everything, having a full campaign thing with a friend is pretty cool. Ember Knights, it's pretty straightforward. There's also I've been playing some synthetic recently. It seems to have a pretty important It seems to be putting a lot of importance to their co-op, but I haven't heard whether it's good or not. But I do know Ember Knights people do seem to like that. Let me see what else I have that I've heard good things co-op wise. I mean, The Binding of Isaac, honestly. Yeah, but Binding of Isaac, absolutely. We need to go deeper. What is this? Oh, that's right. We need to go deeper. I did hear. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, that is considered a roguelike. Yeah, absolutely. What else? It is a good question, because I think more and more games are going to start trying to implement that. Have you tried Sworn yet? King Arthur style. Let's take a look. Another one to add to my list. Sworn. I'll put Steam. Sworn. 1 to 4 co-op. Is it out? Oh, it's not out. Wait, it's not out, right? I believe it's not out. So I'm assuming you're talking about the demo. That's cool. Oh, that reminds me. Raven's Watch. Raven's Watch is a very... I actually think Raven's Watch is a game that I've been having a lot of people don't agree with me with my views on Raven's Watch. I don't think the game is great as a solo experience, but it does seem to be really... It looks like a really solid experience co-op. Raven's Watch, and it looks like Sworn looks quite similar in that regard. Ooh, yeah, this really looks like Hades. It kind of looks like Hades and a bit of Curse of the Dead Gods. Yeah, it looks a lot like Curse of the Dead Gods. That's cool though. Huh. I'll add it to my list. Oh, I forgot. That's a stupid thing. Yeah, but thank you for letting me know. All right, everybody. This was really fun. I'm glad I tried this out. It's demo, yeah. It seems close to complete. I think. Well, I'll keep it out on my Steam. I wonder if they actually reached out to us. We've had a lot of games recently. We've had a huge spike of people sending us their games. So let's see if this is one of them. Nah. We did receive the people that did the Rogue Prince of Persia. I don't know if you've seen, but it's doing pretty well. They actually sent us the game to play, so I might do that as another next big roguelike, because it's been sent to us, even if it's a pretty well fleshed out game. They sent it to the channel, which is very nice. So I might try that out. I don't actually know much about it, so that could be fun to do on this channel. Anyway, I'm looking at my list of games that have been sent. We got plenty of games to play, people. Wizard of Legend 2. Colin and I we're big fans of the game. By the way, that's another game that I might do some challenge runs on. I might do like a playing until I die, playing like the most OP build. But we're big fans of Wizard of Legend, and I'm a little worried. We're a little bit worried about the art style, personally. I mean, not worried. It's just that we're slightly disappointed from just the visuals of it on the trailers. I'm definitely looking forward to the game, but we really like the OG art style of the original for sure. They were the ones that got screwed by Dead Cells? Oh my gosh, that's right. Jeez. Wow, okay, yeah, I'll definitely feature on this channel. I did not know that. Oh my gosh. Of course they're making a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle roguelike. Why not? A newborn brown... Oh no. Hope it isn't. I hope so too. Yeah, the OG art style was really, really nice. I still have very high hopes. Huge fan of the game. I'll do a challenge run on this soon. I think the next challenge run stuff I'll do will be Wizards. I used to be really, really good at Wizards. It was definitely one of the games I was very comfortable with. Oh yeah. This says stop talking, Darter. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, y'all. That's gonna be it for me. Thank you all so much for joining me on this stream. This was fun. I'm glad to see that. I felt pretty happy doing a turn-based for this series. I'm not gonna be doing turn-based very often. If I do pick a turn-based game, I will usually try to go for something that looks simple, because a lot of the bigger turn-based roguelikes tend to have a lot of complicated rule sets that I love, but it's not great to showcase on stream for 2 hours. So I'll make sure that if I do more turn-based, it's not complicated. And I think this was a perfect example of that. This was really fun. Again, thank you so much for sending us the game. Really appreciate it. Best of luck on the development of this game, and I'll definitely look forward to seeing this game when it's fully released, to see how different things are. We might just check this game. We might just feature this game again to see how different things are. This could be a fun thing to look back on, right? To look back at games that we reviewed, or not reviewed, but that we tried out, and see how things changed. So yeah, thank you so much. I like spiders in concept. I think they're really cool. I'm just unfortunately petrified of them. Terrified. But I guess I get petrified when I see one, which is unfortunate, because I think they're like some of the coolest creatures on Earth, right, when you think about it. But I just find them really scary. You know, it's purely psychological on my end. Purely. I think they're really cool. It's just my brain just decides to not want to like spiders, which is a shame. All right, it does sound like I'm getting tired. Let's get back into Wizard. If I hope to beat Sewer's third phase, yeah, I need to do that too. I think I've only done that a few times, especially now that I know how to actually do that phase. Like, for those of you who weren't aware, a fun little quick final story here. I've done like the 10-hour plus challenge streams here and there, where I played 10 roguelikes in a row. I've done it twice, and both of them were different rules. But one of them was Wizard of Legend, and I got to the end fight, and I died to the secret final of phase 3, which I was not aware was a thing that you could, like, I didn't know when that would occur, and it only occurs if you destroy some torches before the fight, which I just did randomly. If I didn't just randomly destroy these torches, I would have actually not lost 1 hour of that 12-hour long stream, which was I felt that extra hour. So now I'll definitely know how to create to make sure that I don't face the third phase if I don't want to face the third phase. But that was pretty funny. Yeah, huge time loss. I was so sad. Oh gosh, that was so sad. Anyway, okay. All right. I'm out. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great start of your week. And I will hopefully see you Wednesday for another fun Gungeon challenge. This will be probably the last Gungeon challenge for... Well, I'm planning on doing unique challenges here and there, but I think I'm going to start doing some wizards soon, so look forward to that too. Until then, I will see you... Yeah, I know, me too. It is. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye!
Traditionally, roguelikes are rooted in turn-based games, and while this genre has recently been shadowed quite a bit by the action tag, there are still many out there. But these days, when considering turn-based roguelikes, the traditional approach might not be what first comes to mind to most people. Instead, in the last few years, a different kind of turn-based design started seeing a rise in popularity: deck-building roguelikes. Deck-building roguelikes are a unique genre that grew from modern roguelikes and roguelites. Designing a deck-building game comes with many unique concepts and challenges that may not be present in other roguelikes. I, myself, love these games, and after having played countless hours of over 30 different deck-building roguelikes, I've decided to talk about what I think